Hi, I'm Jonna Willoughby-Lohr, founder of Papercraft Miracles, an eco-friendly handmade paper art company. We make magical things out of paper that make people happy. What does that mean? We make handmade papers and stationery. We do paper flowers that look so real you have to go touch them. We make hand-bound books and do book repair services, and we also make lots and lots of plantable paper products that have seeds in them, and they grow when you plant them in the ground. Our whole goal is to help people connect, communicate, and celebrate in magical ways. We love working with people for weddings and events. We also have a lot of corporate clients. We do corporate swag, corporate gifting, client gifting, and then as well as corporate and nonprofit event planning, event decor, all sorts of things like that. We have a lot of wild, one-off, crazy custom orders where a client calls us up and says, "Hey, can you make this crazy thing?" And I say, yes, let's make that happen. And I really just love what I do. I started this idea of a company when I was 19 years old in college because I wanted to be an artist and I didn't want to be broke. And I made up my own major. I put entrepreneurial business and creative art together as one course of study and spent the rest of my college career figuring out how to make money as an artist. When I was a junior in college, I lost my mom, and I was going to school about 1,000 miles away from home, and she didn't have a will, and it was really difficult. I had to take the Greyhound bus back and forth a lot of times, meeting with lawyers and things like that to try to figure out how to not lose our house. And then 4 months after that, my dorm burnt to the ground with all my stuff in it on her birthday. I know, right? But it was in the wake of all of that grief and trauma happening to me that I went into the art studio and I started making all of these artist books about my grief and my trauma, my experience coming back to life after you think you're going to die. And I started sharing these artworks with people and doing these show and tell events, and people would come up to me after these events and they would cry. And I was making the art to heal myself, and I didn't realize when I was making it that sharing it with other people could help them too. And I was like, that's just the coolest thing that I could ever do. And I decided that I didn't care what I was going to do for the rest of my life, but I was going to do that. And I was going to do it as often and as intentionally as possible. So at the heart of everything I do in my business, it's about helping people to connect with each other, to communicate with each other, and to celebrate being together and being able to be alive on this gorgeous, fragile planet with this magical society of people who really, at their core, I think everyone just wants other people to do well and to be happy. So we try to celebrate those moments with people and help people to intentionally create those moments for the people they care about the most. And so that's why I called the business Papercraft Miracles, because making and sharing this art saved me when I literally had nothing. And our world is very fragile, and we do need to connect with each other and to remember that at the core, you know, life is really all about being kind and taking care of each other. And the work that we do here reminds people how important it is to connect with other people and to really take care of the planet, take care of each other. And so we operate our business in the most sustainable way possible. We have a solar-powered studio and produce about 80-90% of all the electricity we use in this whole building, which includes our studio plus other commercial spaces and residential spaces. We also make many of our products out of waste material that we source from other local companies. So we use office materials, we use dried flowers, spent flowers from flower shops and things like that. We make paper using fabric scraps. We use egg cartons and really anything that we can get a hold of. We don't do any floral foam with any of our flower arrangements. We purposefully design everything we do to either be to have a long life and be cherished and passed down from generation to generation, or we make things that are easily returnable to the earth. And we really try to walk the walk with everything that we do, from our vendors where we source materials. We have only compostable and recyclable packaging for any of our retail products that we sell. We repurpose shipping materials whenever we can. And we're constantly on the lookout for ways that we can reduce waste and make sustainability fun for our clients and their clients. And that's our jam, because if you're going to have stuff, it should matter. So I hope you hang out and go check out papercraftmiracles.com and connect with somebody that you care about today. Bye.